Hi everyone, welcome to Project One. I'm super excited about this because I've actually never done in a full class a album redesign, and that's what we're going to be doing. I think that music has, so much potential for designers in terms of visuals and creating images, which is my goal in giving you this. Your three projects are going to be very, very different across the board. So first of all, let's look at the project specs. So project one, we are designing a poster and a vinyl album. Now the goal here is that they have qualities that make sure that they look like the same album and the poster for the tour of the album that a band might do, but that they are pieces that are interesting on their own right. So you should not be just dropping in the image. It should have its own characteristics. It should be tweaked. You can use the same components, just find a way to kind of mess around with them and make them unique to a poster environment. Start with the album first and then move from the album into the poster. Although there is an argument that starting with the poster, since it is a rectangle and you are going to be designing a square for this album, is not a bad point to make. So I guess start where you want. It's really important to take in the identity of the band, how they sound, and their performance, and wrap that up, and the album itself, what the album is about. Very often they have kind of a tailored message or feeling, so keep that in mind. You are designing the front and back of a 12.5-inch record sleeve for a 12-inch record. You will also be doing the adhesive label on the sticker, this little guy. And you are going to be doing a 20 by 24 tour poster with dates. So try to make sure that you find a band that tours. No, you cannot do your friend's band, and no, you cannot do your own band. Make sure that you find somebody that, everybody knows and relates to. If you do your friend's band and they're involved in giving you feedback, what can happen is that you get your ideas compromised on because you're trying to please them. They're your friend, it's their music, and it doesn't become authentically your vision for who they are and their sound. You will one day have to work under a client, but right now you're building a portfolio that is uniquely your own and should be reflective of what you think are good choices. So you are going to be, and it's really important, I'm going to start doing this because I think it's important to express this for online classes. When you turn in, these are the formats you're going to be turning in. You're going to be turning in, you're going to present a PDS mock-up of your album and record sleeve. And so this is what I'm looking for. There's tons of free album and record mock-ups that you're going to be finding. In fact, down here I found something. So right here you can see related searches. I'm going to come back here. Oh, here, let's go here. So in related searches, I found, this album cover, album mock-up. And then I clicked on that and found something. I clicked on that and it took me to here. I clicked on mock-up templates and it took me to not only the album, but also the poster mocked up in an environment. And I'm not sure that this is the best option, but one of the things you're going to see is you are going to have a PSD mock-up of your album cover, and you are going to have a poster PSD mock-up as well. I forgot to put that in there. And so let's click on this and see where it takes us. Maybe it'll take us where we find something we like. So so this might not lead us directly to the path where we find an interesting way to present a poster, but you get the point. Let's go back and see if we can find something. Free vinyl PSD. So I hit download. So I want you to start looking now. because then you guys will all have very different backgrounds. And I'm going to do, they told me what each of these were. PSD graphics. Anyway, it's leading me down a rabbit hole. I wish I hadn't gone down. Oh, vinyl cover template. So here, saying, click on download, and it looks like this is not a free one. So let's go to free vinyl album. Template. Let's do mockup. All right, so Shutterstock is going to take us to something that costs money, but here's the 5 best free vinyl recording PSD mockups. And free vinyl pile mockup. So we'll click on that and we'll hit download. And we will open that up and see what it looks like. So you will do the same thing. You will do a free poster mockup. So this is not necessarily the one we want. I don't like this as much as the ones that are peeking out with one of your things. But I do think that it has possibilities. So make sure you do free vinyl album mockup and free poster environmental or free poster mockup as well to get those going. You should find your own. That way, all of you are going to have something different in your portfolio. Nobody's going to have the same kind of mock-up. You'll have maybe a different color background. Who knows? Maybe you're using warm colors and you need to find a warm color background, or maybe you need cool colors, or maybe you want something that has some lighting effects. So make sure that it fits. So we're going to have the PSD mock-up for your album, but we also are doing the PSD mock-up in an environment. That can actually be a cityscape photograph if you need it to be. And then you're also going to turn in a PDF of the front and back of the album, the adhesive label for the record in a page by itself, and a 4th page with the poster. This PDF should be compiled into one. I'm going to create instructions for you in week 2 for those of you who've never compiled PDFs. And so it's really important to have them all in one place. It's very tough for me to like move back and forth to like 6 different PDFs sometimes. So I'm hoping to actually get that out there early so that when we start doing feedback, you compile your PDFs into one document. All right, I am so excited about this, and I want you to do something that is fitting, but I really encourage you, I'm going to be actually encouraging you to explore Photoshop and explore collaging, and I will be putting up demonstrations, tutorials for how to do selections in Photoshop and how to compile images and how to make things interesting in Photoshop. One of the things that I think we don't do enough is tutorials for Photoshop, and this is the class that I typically try to do the most Photoshop in because it makes sense. So this project and the next project and even the last project could have the possibility, but I've changed the curriculum around a little bit so that it fits, more nicely into this format and gives us a little bit of a more subtle transition into project 2. So I look forward to you hearing me go on and on and on. I hate talking to myself. Thanks. Bye.